Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final four of season 2 of the Trivia 10. We have Josiah, the 2 seed, versus K Meeks, the 6 seed. Only 4 people are standing left. Obviously, we're going to be waiting to see what happens between Harry and George, but one half of the championship match is going to be decided today in this trivia battle. Starting with the underdog in terms of seeding, K Meeks, how are you feeling today? You both are locked in with jerseys.
Yeah, I feel like an underdog is how I feel today. I was talking about this before and I was like, I don't know that I felt this nervous since I was like an anxious kid in high school. Like I don't know that anything has put this kind of pressure on me. And now I put on my Cade Cunningham jersey, famously on the most losing team ever. So I don't know that that's really a good omen for this at all. But I'm locked in. If I go down, I'm going down with the ship. Well, we'll see what happens.
Or spin zone, Cade Cunningham, best player on the Pistons. Losing team, your podcast, both people got knocked out, but best player on the losing team, spin it in a positive light.
You know just how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've got a football kit on, so a bit different. Wearing a Japan one with Minamino, notoriously the greatest player of all time, obviously. So I'm a bit locked in as well. But since that Blake match, every single night I go to sleep thinking Trivia 10. I dream every day of that title being mine. So I'm very nervous as well. My hands are so sweaty. But if I lose to anyone, I'm glad it's Kevin. It's going to be fun.
Well, one of you will be going on to the championship game, as I alluded to. The winner of this facing the winner between Harry and George, which we'll be finding out in the next episode. New episodes are every single Tuesday now. So the final four, we're doing one a week. So Tuesday, and then next Tuesday will be the final one in the championship the week after. Just due to scheduling, we're just going to break them up one per week just to build some anticipation, build some hype, and just to buy me some more buffer time, quite frankly. But that's all we have to say. That's all the stage we have to set. It's Josiah and K Meeks head to head. Let's do this thing. It's gonna be 4 rounds total to this match, and it's gonna be something new and something borrowed. So some stuff's gonna be familiar, some stuff's gonna be a little new. Round 1's gonna be a matching game. Round 2 is gonna be guess the movie, which we know and love from the last round, but there's a little twist. And then round 3 and 4 is gonna be guess the movie with no twist, exactly as you remember it, to close out this game. So the rounds 3 and 4 will be familiar to you. Rounds 1 and 2 a little different, but nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing. Round 1 is going to be a matching game. It's going to be match the Letterboxd graph to the movie. So, you have the Letterboxd rating, but you also have the graph, which will add a little more insights to this thing. Start with K Meeks. You're going to be going up first. The opportunity to earn up to 50 points here. So here's the 5 movies and the 5 graphs. The 5 movies being Challengers, Showgirls, Home Alone, Boys in the Hood, and Before Sunrise. And of course, the ratings we have 4.0, 3.3, 4.3, 3.8, and 4.0. But beyond just the rating, you have the whole graph there, which might be able to help piece together some things, as obviously, 2 movies are 4.0s on this, but very, very different distributions to give the 4.0s. So yeah, go ahead and match them up and just basically say, once you lock it in, you'd be like 1A, 2B. We'll get there together in terms of making sure we're on the right page for what you're guessing, but go ahead and work your way through it. Josiah, of course, is going to have 5 different movies completely, so feel free to talk out your strategy as much as you want.
Okay. And I mean, immediate thing, and this is just like all of Letterboxd ratings, right? This isn't like a friend graph or something for me.
This is all of Letterboxd.
Right. Okay. So immediate thought, Showgirls, one of the most divisive movies ever. Can't imagine it being any of the high ratings. So like jump to that right away. Kind of immediately think that's the 3.3 because a lot of people hate that movie, but like it's kind of been reclaimed as a misunderstood masterpiece at this point. So it would make sense if the scale is a little bit higher on that one. The rest of these movies are all pretty loved. So that's where things get complicated, I would think. Challenger's probably going to be the hardest one to place because it's new. So I haven't really spent much time looking at the Letterboxd page for Challengers. That movie just came out very recently. Kind of stuck on this 3.8 we have here because Home Alone is a tricky movie to place. Christmas classic, everybody loves it, but like, does everybody love it enough to have it in the 4s? Probably not. So I'm gonna venture to say that Before Sunrise is the highest rated one here. Like, it seems obvious enough to me. So then it would be okay, can I write these down, or you want to keep track of them for me? I don't know how.
I have, if you want to write them down for your own, but I'm writing them down as you go. So yeah.
So I think not locking anything in yet, but I think I would go Showgirls B,
So
I would go
2B.
Yeah, 2B. I would go Before Sunrise C because I think it's the highest. And then I want to guess that mm, Home Alone, man, what a weird one to have in there. Gosh, it's like Christmas movies are impossible to tell because it's like like everybody loves a good Christmas movie, but like to what degree? Um, oh man, okay. That 4.0, the A graph is so confusing that people would just have that many 4 stars and then like it's everything else is like flat at the top. I almost want to say that's Boys in the Hood, but I don't. That's like a weird one. That could be. I don't know. I'm really torn between Challengers and Boys in the Hood being the fours. I think 3.8 kind of makes sense for Home Alone. So then let's say 3 is D, which that could be totally fucking wrong. I feel like I should just know all 5 of these. I feel like Josiah is going to get all 5 of his like so easily, and then I'm screwed.
This is
Okay.
tough. This is tough.
Yeah. So 2B, 5C. 3 would be D. And now I'm just kind of flipping a coin between Challengers and Boys in the Hood. I want to like kind of impose some sort of logic on it as to like why a movie would just have a giant spike at 4 stars and then go down, but still have like a really high average rating.
Mhm.
And I don't know what the logic is for either of Challengers or Boys in the Hood to be like that, though.
So just to set the stage, the 2 movies K-Meeks have left are both if he keeps them as is, both the 4.0 ratings, but obviously, as he's been mentioning, the graph's very, very different between the two, even though 4.0 is A and E are the 2 you're kind of choosing between right now for these final 2, but they're both 4.0, but very different graphs.
Okay. I'm going to go. I guess there's a world in which people just really like Boys in the Hood, but not love it. That seems like a logical possibility. So yeah, I'll go Boys in the Hood A, and I'll go Challengers E. It feels wrong, but
Okay, so there's
that'll
a lot
be my
of
final guess.
there's a lot of letters and numbers, so just to make sure. So we're gonna go in order of the numbers. So for 1 Challengers, you think it's E for the graph.
Yes,
For 2 Showgirls, B.
correct.
3 Home Alone, D.
Correct.
4 Boys in the Hood, A.
Correct.
And 5 Before Sunrise, C.
Correct. Oh, I almost am regretting something. I feel like Boys in the Hood could be lower than a 4, but I don't even want to think about that possibility. Let's just ride.
You're just locking it in?
Let's just lock it in.
So EBDAC, perfectly done. 5 out of 5. Great work. Nicely done. I would love to like somehow do some sort of alternate reality universe where we could do like a social experiment and see like if it was just the numbers, obviously the 2 4.0s, whatever, but I want to know how much the graph like adds or is like making more confusing. So it's kind of like an interesting thing because we've done matching.
It looks like the E graph would be higher than a 4.0 compared to the A graph.
Yeah, A's like, graph is wild. It's like the same everyone rating. Just kind of watches it and they're like, yeah, 4 makes sense. And then a couple people surrounding it, but perfectly done. 50 points. Very well done. Going on to Josiah now. Some heavy shoes to fill early.
Yeah, that was great.
So Josiah, you're up. You're 4 or 5 movies. Excuse me. Ex Machina, Everybody Wants Some, Babylon, The Father, and Little Miss Sunshine. And the ratings we have for you are 3.7, 4.0, 3.8, 4.2, and 4.3. Again, the 4.0 one on this one looking kind of similar to that one K-Meeks had, where it's just almost a middle finger, where it's just everyone's giving it a 4 and not much else in between.
Yeah, these are good movies. I think I've got lucky that I don't have 2 the same rating. Because that would have killed me off. I would not know what to do there. But 3.7 and a 3.8, and Babylon's always a confusing one. So I'll say now, I'm between Everybody Wants Some and Babylon with A and C. I think they're the 2 3s. I don't remember Everybody Wants Some being above a 4, even though I love that movie a lot. So it's just which is which. I can't remember. I feel like I've looked at Babylon enough to know it's.
I've looked at Babylon's Rotten Tomatoes a lot.
Yeah, he posted on Twitter every week.
Twitter, yeah. It's a daily tweet now. But the rest of them, like, what's the 4.3 here? I mean, in my personal opinion, it'd be Little Miss Sunshine, but it could be. This is really tough, right? The four is a lot of 4s. I think the 4 could be Ex Machina. But then the 4, The 4.2, 4.3 graph is really throwing me because the 4.2 looks like it should be higher, but not as many
It's a
4 and
lot of
5s.
fives.
It is a lot of 5s. It is a lot of 5s. I don't know. This is tough. I don't know what I thought the father was around a 4, but I don't think it. I really don't know. Okay, I'll start with the 3s. I'm gonna lock in already. Everybody wants some A and Babylon C. It's just navigating the 4s now. Little Miss Sunshine is actually one of my all-time favorite movies. I've been on that letterbox enough times to know it. I should know the rating. Okay. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go the X Machina to be B. I'm gonna go B. Oh, actually, hold up. It could be the father. Oh no. I feel like the father could have a couple more 5 stars. I don't think it's as watched as Ex Machina. That's why the graph. Okay, we're doing a crazy curveball. Ex Machina is going to go as B. Everybody wants some A. Babylon C. The father D. Little Miss Sunshine E.
Okay, so just to make sure I have it written down correctly from left to right. So 1 is B, 2 is A, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E for your guess.
Yeah.
Locking it in.
Yeah.
Very well done. Not fully right, but 30. You only had the father and Little Miss Sunshine flipped, which honestly, I thought this would be like a, 20 to 30 or something, but like 50 and 30, obviously like 30 is the second best you can possibly get because you can't get 40 by flipping 2, but very well done. And you were very quick with the B, A, and C locking that in with those 3. And yeah, I think K Meeks obviously had the 2 that were 4.0s, but then he also had like one that was a 3.3, whereas yours was a little tighter grouping. So I feel like overall it was like pretty fair graphs, and then it was just a matter of
convinced Ex Machina was in the 3, so I was feeling confident during the guess. I didn't realize it was a 4.0. Yeah.
Yep. No, tricky ones here. BACED was the correct answer. So 30 to 50 right now. Still anyone's game at this point. We're 1 round in, going into round 2 now. So this is going to be guess the movie, but with a twist. So it's going to be similar to what you had last round, but with the twist, of course. Same rules, except your opponent chooses the clues here. So a whole new strategy involved. We're going to have 1 round in this. So how it's going to work is, first up, it's going to be K-Meeks guessing the movie. Josiah picks the clues. So their strategy here in terms of, you want to try and help them get as much points as possible in terms of, or remove as much points as possible. So you're going to want to pick off ones you don't think are going to help. But then again, we've seen time and time again through the past few rounds that sometimes a 2-pointer gives a lot of information away. Sometimes it doesn't. So it's all going to be a very interesting strategy that I have no clue which way you guys will go with this to try and run up the score as much as possible, subtracting as much points as possible without them being able to get the right answer. Because obviously director, you could take 10 points away from it right away, but like it's going to narrow it down as well to, being only as many movies they have in their filmography. So Josiah, you pick the clues here, and just to read through them, because the categories have changed a bit. The point values have also changed a bit. The categories are director, lead actor, second build actor, and third build actor, which of course are the same as last round. We have writer or writers, cinematographer, release year, number of words in the title, the genre or genres, the production studios behind it. So, is it Paramount, Columbia, whatever, duration, number of Oscar nominations, Letterboxd average, your Letterboxd score, all same things from last round, your most recent date you watched the movie, see if that can give a little anything away in terms of how recently you most recently watched it. And then since no one ever picked the IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes critics or audience in the last one, for 1 point, you're going to get all 3 of those informations, the IMDb score, Rotten Tomatoes critics, and Rotten Tomatoes audience. Those are all the categories. Josiah, you're up first. And again, same thing goes in terms of like, if Josiah reveals a clue, I'll basically say, okay, Meeks, do you want to guess yes or no? And if you say no, then, you can jump in and guess whenever. You can't just run up the score.
Right. So first round, Josiah's picking clues. I'm guessing.
Yep, correct. So Josiah, the first clue you want to reveal.
Just to check, the Letterboxd score would be Kevin's Letterboxd scores, right?
Correct. So it's all, that would be Kevin's Letterboxd score. All you're doing is trying to pick the clues that will be pertaining to Kevin.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, it's not back and forth. Okay, that makes sense.
Correct.
Ooh, do I want to make it tricky or do I go for big pointers? The strategy is tough here. This is really tough.
I don't even know how I would go about this. Yeah. I'm really nervous about anything you pick. I don't like this at all. I mean, I do like this as a concept. I don't like that I'm involved in it.
Oh, I'm gonna go risky for 5 points on the third build actor.
Ooh, third build actor off the rip. 5 points. Delroy Lindo. Delroy Lindo. So
and
45 points to get it right now.
So So, but I could at any point, can I guess, or once I guess, I lose points?
Well, it's the same as last time in terms of like you can guess whenever you want, but if you get it wrong, 5 points to be subtracted. So like
Right.
right now, you can
Okay.
guess if you want to lock in a guess, but if you still want to let him reveal some more info, then just
Right. This answer should be coming to me immediately because I've only seen Delroy Lindo in like 2 movies, and for some reason I can't even think of a name right now, which is not good. Oh, I'm like annoyed because I should just guess here and I probably would get it right, but I'm probably just gonna need more information, so I'm kind of fucked. Delroy Lindo. I mean, he's worked with Spike Lee. These are only movies I've seen, correct? Right? Because my letterbox score is
Yeah.
involved. Okay.
So the only thing that relates
Yeah,
to Josiah is he's picking the clues. That like all the
Right,
there's a
okay.
movie you've logged and it's your
Yeah,
letterbox rating.
because I know Delroy Lindo third build. Oh, maybe I've seen more Delroy Lindo movies than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna need another clue. I don't think I could get this.
Almost just immediately backfired for Josiah picking that clue.
Yeah,
off
that
the
was the
rip, but
risk.
Josiah, where are you going next?
Do I go for another big one? No, we'll just narrow it down. I don't think production studio will do much, so we'll just take another one.
Yeah, I mean, that's
production
not gonna help
studio.
me much. I don't.
You never know. Production studios for 1 point, 40 Acres and a Mule Filmworks, JVC, and Largo Entertainment.
So this is a Spike Lee movie, probably. I'd imagine. Delroy Lindo is not in Black Klansman. He is in Do the Right Thing, but I don't know if he's third build. He shouldn't be. Gosh, I haven't seen Malcolm X in a minute. And then I don't think he's in He Got Game, which leaves Bamboozled. Is this? Am I just like psyching myself? Those are the 5 Spike Lee movies I've seen, but for some reason I'm like having such a difficult time picturing the cast and which one of those Delroy Lindo would be third build in, unless 40 Acres and a Mule just did a different movie. I guess take off some more points. Why not?
All right, Josiah, where are you going next?
I want to play a really tactical game here because I feel like it's Spike Lee, so I might just take 10 points off and just give you director.
Is that what you want to go with?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I think that's a very strategic move, very smart play right there. So 10 points objected. So Spike Lee it is. Don't think that really gives literally any more.
Yeah, I just named the 5 Spike Lee movies I've seen. So I mean I've got my options. I should have just guessed, but I guess it might just make sense to throw out a guess here before I go further down back. Okay. I mean, I'm confident it's not Black Klansman, right? I know that's off the board. I am confident that it's not He Got Game, unless I'm really dumb because I haven't watched that movie in a long time. And maybe Delroy Lindo is the third guy behind Denzel Washington and Ray Allen. I don't remember that. I am pretty confident he's not in Bamboozled. So this might just be Do the Right Thing. Or what was the other movie I said? Dang it. Do I just guess Do the Right Thing right now and save myself? Fuck it. Do the Right Thing.
It is not Do the Right Thing. Not Do the Right Thing.
How many points is that lost?
5 points lost. So right now you're at 29 total on this. Many points you would get? So 21's been subtracted.
Oh, I'm choking.
You can either throw out another guess or you can have him pick off another clue. It's up to you. You can guess again if you want.
Oh, I'm allowed to guess again?
Yep. I mean, just knowing that'll be 5 more points subtracted if you get it wrong. But
oh my god, I'm really blanking on the cast of Malcolm X, which I feel like it has to be, right? Because it's not. I mean, I know it can't be Black Klansman. Like I said, I don't think it should be He Got Game. If I guess Malcolm X, it's going to screw me somehow, and then I'm going to be really in a hole. I think the worst case scenario, if I don't throw out another guess here, Josiah's just gonna pick one of the actor categories and make me lose more points than a guess. So I might as well say Malcolm X.
A risk on your part, but it is correct. Malcolm X is the right answer. So I think, yeah, again, that's calculated risk. 2 of the categories you could have chosen would have been more than 5 points off. But Malcolm X, you were there, you were circling it, you got there. 29 points where you're getting totals. Josiah was able to knock 21 points away from you there, which, you know, helps catch him up a bit with
we're about now.
The round 1 win. But of course, now it's K Meek's turn to select the clues to subtract from Josiah. So same exact thing, but flips. So K Meeks, it's up to you now to pick a first category. I mean, I'd say that last round worked out well for Josiah getting down to 29, but it was almost a disaster early. So we learned that you got to be very strategic.
I mean, that felt like a disaster for me. I should have picked that off at the first clue, and I really messed up by not guessing Malcolm X, because for some reason I just like don't know why I couldn't picture anybody in the cast except for Denzel Washington. So I'm hoping Josiah has a similar slip up and I picked the right clues here. I don't know if I should do the same, if I should replicate the strategy and do like a third build actor type of thing, or if I should go for something that I just like don't think you would know. Maybe like perhaps if I pick a writer and get 4 points off the board, I mean, that could point you in any direction. There's really not too many people writing a movie who you would just like, you would just know one movie off of the writer. So similar amount of points. Yeah, let's go writer. That could be a bad strategy, but I'll do writer for 4 points.
Writer for 4 points. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Oh, come on.
Okay. I don't know if it's worth just guessing though, you know, but it's
I think it is.
Because you will just take more off me, but it is a 5-pointer. I'm stressing. Why am I stressing? It's fine. It's literally fine. Thing is, I don't know writers, so I got somewhat lucky because he was right.
Yeah, this is about as lucky as you could get. I think.
So right.
I don't know. I don't know. There's this backfired on me about as much as it could.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting is correct.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting's the right answer.
I was just thinking, what else? But
just a question, Josiah. Do you know the director of that movie?
No.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, K Meeks. That's gotta just stab you in the chest, right? Because I kind of figured, because that's the thing about this game, especially when the other person picks a clue. You don't like the 10-pointer would have stumped him. 4-pointer gives it away on the first.
Yeah, it's just director is such a hard one to want to throw out there, because if you put it, it's like,
yeah, exactly. You just never know.
And like any other time, I wouldn't know the writer, and I'd more likely know the director. So
yeah.
And also for this one, like the 3 actors have been in probably tons of movies. Every single one of the top 3 probably been in a lot of movies. You've logged Josiah, so that probably wouldn't have been the most right off the bat. But the thing is, so if through the first 2 rounds here, K Meeks, you still have the lead, 79-76. Yeah. So as bad as you felt that round went, you still have the lead because you got that clutch letterbox matching perfectly on the nose. But now we're getting into the bread and butter. So now we're getting into the same thing you guys remember from the Elite 8 rounds. Guess the movie. We're going to 2 rounds of this, each of you, just like last time. You know the drill. So K Meeks, you're picking your own clues. You choose your own destiny here. You have that 3-point lead still. So even though as bad as you personally feel that round went, you still have the lead. Take a breath. You're up. Round 1. We have 2 rounds left. So you're each going to have 2 movies that you're going to be guessing here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like in the middle of a tragedy right now. It's just like it started so good and now everything's going down.
I didn't mean to rub the salt in the wound with asking Josiah the director, but I just had a feeling that would be tough.
Yeah, that didn't really do good for team morale, I don't think, but that's okay. Okay. My strategy last time was to get release year off the board immediately and kind of have a thought for where to guess around. I looking at the categories, like how they changed, I still probably think that's the piece of information I would want off the board for the least amount of points, even though I believe last time it was only a 1-point thing and now it's 3. I don't know if that really changes anything. I think still knowing the year it came out is probably the piece of information I need to start with. So I'll go with my same strategy. I'll do release year first and build from there.
The release year is 2021, so 3 years ago.
That did not help me at all. Okay. Okay. director, I feel like could just immediately give this away because I probably am familiar with most of the people who directed a movie that came out just 3 years ago. I wonder if I could shave some points off the board before doing that. But when I think of 2021, that's not the pandemic year, which was 2020, right? Where like The Father and Nomadland and all those like movies that nobody cares about came out. So 2021 would be like actual movies coming out, perhaps. Which means the list of options is longer. Okay. I don't. Sorry, I need some time here.
No
I'm
worries.
I'm real
It's a tough game.
real torn between a few directions to go. I don't know if I should shave like small points or if I should just send it on an actor or a director. I'm worried about sending it on an actor and not knowing it when I could have just like only done 3 more points and gotten it from the director. So that's why I'm like torn here. Can I do I don't know if letterboxed average is a good strategy. Let's do third build actor. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so
That's a
much.
crazy pick. I like it.
Third build actor is Garance Marlier.
Yeah, it worked. I think this is wait, no, let me use my brain. It has to be. I can't imagine I've seen her in anything other than Raw and Titan. Famously collaborating with Julia Ducournau. I think she could have showed up in another French movie, and that might throw me. I'm not going to overthink it. Let's go with. Oh, is she third build in that? I mean, nobody's really that important in that cast list except for the top 2 people. So, yeah, I'm going to throw out a Titan guess. I hate that as well. Let's guess Titan.
Titan is correct. Good work. Good work.
So
42 on that one. Another one that writer would have unlocked it pretty early for you. Obviously,
Yeah.
Julia Ducournau writing Titan. So back to back. I mean, in terms of Josiah and you, back to back movies where the writer for 4 points looks real tantalizing. But 42 points, what you get on that one. So definitely making it some ground. There's a very solid round there. But now we're going to Josiah. It's your turn.
Really good round.
See what you can do. You know, he has a 3-point lead. So ideally, you're going to try and get, you have 2 rounds left still, but, you have some ground you still have to make up. Where do you want to start?
I want to play a risky game because I got to take risks here to win, right? So your most recent day watch is screaming to me because if I could just lock in and remember, and if it's something more recent,
That
then
would be some crazy
1
memory
point.
if you just know
1
your
point.
journal like that.
And I want to do that. I'm going to take your most recent date watch, please.
Most recent date you logged this. March 20th, 2022.
No, I know that day as well. It's the day I first got Letterboxd, and I logged everything from my notes that I watched that year.
That sucks. So that means you probably have a bunch of movies logged in the same day.
It's crazy. Oh, that could be anything. That means I haven't watched it since. No, I would have watched it in 2022, and I would have watched it in the first 3 months of 2022, and that's when I first started watching movies. So it was a lot of the obvious stuff. Like at that point, I had seen no Tarantino movies. I'd seen like 1 or 2 Nolans. So everything was new. So that doesn't actually help. That's a shame. That was a waste. Maybe next time. We'll go for release year here.
It was a gamble, but it was a 1-point gamble then.
Yeah.
So release year came out in 2007.
2007. 2007. Why do I feel like it could be a comedy movie? Because again, I watched a lot of comedies in January 2022. So I feel like it could be a comedy. It could have been a rewatch. This is tough. This is really tough. But I can't remember any movies. Okay. This sucks because I can't remember
That's
anything.
the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, I just can't remember anything. 2007. I was so young. What could help here? What could help? 2007. I just don't know where to go. That's the issue. And I need points. Like I can't go big. You're ahead of me. So we're gonna play a low game.
Could go big and get it out of the way.
I know.
Save ground for next round when I beat you. You know.
There it is. There it is. I'm gonna take my letterbox score. I'm playing it small.
Mm-hmm. Your letterbox score, you give this movie a 5. You give it a 5
Five.
star.
5. That is huge. 2007. 5. 5 star. Okay, let's just go through my 5 stars. Nice and simple. What came out in 2007? That's the issue. I can't remember any 2007 movies. 5.
Is it crazy that I think I know what this movie
You
is?
think you know it?
But I don't know your letterbox scores
Yeah.
well enough, but I have like a feeling.
I feel like I just gave everything a 5 then. 2007. No, Inception was after that. Much after. Come on, Josiah. 2007. Simple.
Yeah, only about like 5,000 movies released that year.
That's it. In the worst possible time I could have watched it. I can't go big now. I've committed to the low game. 2007 was, and I last watched it then, so maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was because I would have watched it more or again since. I know Ratatouille was 2007, right? But I didn't give that a 5, and I watched it after that. So, but why is that the only 2007 movie I can think of? Okay, I'm gonna take another one. And I would like the genre.
Genre for 2 points. Comedy is the genre.
Okay. 7. What comedies? Why can't I think of comedies in 2000? Okay. Is this Superbad? Wait. Oh wait. It is, isn't it? It's Superbad. Can I guess Superbad, please?
Superbad is correct. So you end the round with a 43. You caught up with 1 point. So that means it's a 2-point lead. This is love when things like this happens because it means you two are meant to be in the semifinals. It's 169. If counting the 50 points for the next round, 169 to 171 is what it would be right now. Absolutely neck and neck. Great memory at the Superbad because that's just one with the clues you had. That was just like either you're going to remember that being a comedy in 2007 or not. And
it is a 5-star movie, by the way. It is. I just need to watch it again. But I stand by that.
This is also the movie I was thinking of when I said
I should have known that.
I was thinking this. Yeah.
Well, now we're going to the final round, which is the same exact thing we just did. So we're going just another round of this with K Meeks going up first. So we're going K Meeks and Josiah will be taking it home. K Meeks right now, you have a 2-point lead.
Oh, I thought you said 4-point lead. Fuck. Okay.
No, 2 points. So you had a 3-point and Josiah just made up 1 point of ground. You got a 43 and you got a 42. So you have a 2-point lead. This is anyone's game right now.
So when you said 4 points, my strategy was going to be release year and letterbox score, and then I would just have to like use that and do the remaining stuff to just beat Josiah that way. But now that it's 2 points, that strategy's out the window. Now it's like I don't really know. This is so close that I wonder if I should just kind of go a similar route, do like little points as possible, and hope that the 2-point cushion is enough to send me to the finals. Okay. I'm debating whether or not any points lower than release year would help me at all without knowing the release year. And I think I've come to the conclusion that they won't. So let's go release year again to start, and we'll build from there. Josiah now has the 1-point lead.
Love it. Laying the foundation. 2017. 2017.
2017. That is the year that Lady Bird and Get Out came out. So I need to put myself in that headspace. Lady Bird, Get Out, all the other movies. Okay. 2017. I would like to know, do I go the Josiah method? Do I do little 1-pointers and kind of pick it apart, make it difficult for him? Okay, because if you have a 1-point lead now, and I could get it off of letterbox score and like genre maybe, then that means once you guess release year, you only can do like one more clue and it's toast. So So yeah, I think I'll go for low points, which might screw me, but let's do which one pointer matters the most? It's probably my letterbox score, I guess. Or maybe I think the date watch strategy was good because I didn't do what Josiah did and backlog my movies. So I don't have a day like that where I watched 5,000 movies. I just
Yeah, so
everything.
many.
But also I don't even remember what I watched this week. So I don't think that'll help me. Let's go with my letterbox score for 1 point.
You rate this a 4.5.
Okay.
4.5.
2017 movie, 4.5. I already mentioned Get Out, which I am 1000% certain I have it a 4.5. I don't want to immediately guess Get Out because that would be crazy, but I could do what I just said, ask for genre, and then if it's a horror movie, I feel like there's only one way to go with that. So, why is Get Out like screaming at me? I mean, there's probably 12 or 13 other movies I have rated a 4.5 from 2017. So it's going to probably require more than just the genre. But for some reason, I'm like so locked in on the fact that Tyler would give me Get Out that I want to just do genre and fucking send it here and go to the finals. So, and I could just be talking myself into bullshit. Get Out could have not even come out in 2017. I could just be wrong about the release year, and then I'm really fucked. Let's do the Get Out production studio would also probably give it away, wouldn't it? Because if it's that Monkey Paw Studios or whatever, then it literally can't be anything else.
I think you should go director. I think that will give it away.
No, I think you might be on a right path. Okay, so as it stands, Josiah is 2 points ahead of me, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I risk 4 points by doing genre, or should I do production studio and pray that it's Get Out?
Genre is 2 points.
Yeah, I know, but production studio is 1. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I get it. Never mind. You meant because you're down two right now.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. Yep.
Because 4 points for Josiah. I mean, if he does same strategy, release year and letterbox score, and can just throw out a guess to tie the game, then that would be risky. Production studio is such a stupid hint, though. I don't know, because that could really backfire. Let's do genre for 2 points.
Genre for 2 points. Drama, music, romance.
Oh, this is not the year that La La Land came out, I don't think. Actually, that 1000% could be the year that La La Land came out. I think I have La La Land rated a 4, though, not a 4.5. A music movie in 2017 that like just completely threw me for and Josiah knows what it is, so that even fucks me up even more.
Oh, I think I know
it. Okay, let me like rack my brain for movies that involve music, which is like none of them that I watch. It could be La La Land, like I said, which is both drama, music, and romance. 1000% certain that didn't come out in 2017, except I'm actually not certain at all because now nothing makes sense in my brain. But I just feel like I would have known that because, like I said, it's the Lady Bird and Get Out year, and there's no way those movies were nominated for Best Picture the same year as La La Land and Moonlight, unless I am stupid. So, another music movie. I don't even watch music movies. 4.5? It's not a fucking High School Musical movie. What the fuck do I watch with music in it? And the thing is like, I've seen a lot of music movies, but for a 4.5, I feel like I should know it right away. It's not Whiplash because that came out in like 2014. And that's not even a romance, so that wouldn't make any sense. I'm panicking. I thought I was going to know it on this one. Okay, music. Gosh, what movie has music in it? Like a lot of them, actually. 2017 music movie. Oh, this is gonna screw me, isn't it? Would it make more sense to go letterboxed average for 1 point, or would it make more sense to get an actor and pray that Josiah has a bad round, which I don't think will happen? I'm not very confident in that. So let's do can I just like know this? It's not. It can't be La La Land, right? Because there's no way that movie came out in 2017. I mean, there's definitely a way, but it's like I'm almost sure it's 2016, or 2018, or neither of those, or both of those. Music, holy shit, dude! I feel like the music is such a like. I feel like it's distracting me. I feel like it's distracting me, and it's like not really a music movie at all. There's just like a singer in it or something. I don't fucking know. 4.5 score. What? From 2017?
It's a good movie.
Oh, the Letterboxd average is not going to help me. It's not going to help me. Like I'm so confident the Letterboxd average is not going to help me. Let's do Is there a world in which this could be La La Land? That's literally the only movie I could think of that would fall under those genres that came out around that time and that I would rate that high. But I'm like almost certain that I have La La Land rated a 4 and not a 4.5. But it's a me thing to do because I change my ratings all the time without rewatching movies. So that's fucking dumb on my part. Can I do... Holy shit. Is number of Oscar nominations a dumb one? Because if it's La La Land and the answer is like 9, then I know it. But then if it's not La La Land, then I just wasted a point and made it easier for Josiah. An actor gets me the movie. I know it does. But God, that's a lot of points. I'm sorry. I'm stalling so much right now.
I'm very curious to see what decision you go with.
I hope you can cut all of this. Let's do... Oh fuck, I hate myself. Okay. Because Josiah knows the movie, which is like the biggest like fuck you ever. like it's like annoying that you know the answer and I don't.
I mean, he might not.
No, he definitely knows it. I feel like it's like obvious, and I'm just like being dumb because this is like, I don't know, like these years are all like they all blend together to me, and like I've watched like at least 50 movies from each of them, so I'm just like, this is silly. I just want to like get rid of my La La Land suspicions, which I know is stupid, but I just can't think of another movie. So can I do? Let's do. Fuck it. Give me Letterboxd average. It's a dumb one, but let's do it.
Letterboxd average for 1 point, a 3.0.
Wow.
Maybe I don't know it then. Wait.
Oh my god. Is this? You ready? If I get this wrong, I just choked and this is the worst guess ever, and you could not even air this episode. You ready? Final guess. Song to song.
It is song to song.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
You terrified me when you said final guess before you said that because I heard the F. I was like, oh, he doesn't know it. He's saying something that's not song to song right now.
I thought it was Sing Street the whole time. I don't know why.
You got some of the letters right there.
Rated like a 3, so I knew
really?
it was
That's a great movie.
No, it's fine. It's cute.
164 points is what you end with. A 5-point buffer. Song to song, huge pull there. It is just, it's one of those, like you said, it's a music movie that's not really, but both IMDb and Letterboxd list it.
Yeah, no, it makes complete sense for music to be there. It's just like, that is not where my head
is. It's one, yeah, because like it makes sense, but like also like your mind, it also makes sense why your mind wouldn't go there for music. But, of course, one that he would have went to writer like Terrence Malick would have given it to you pretty early, but that's 4 points. But of course, with Ryan Gosling, Rooney Mara, Michael Fassbender, those, like you theorized, would have all probably, I'm sure, given you the right answer to. Smart move not going for the Oscar nominations, because I don't think 0 would have helped make that connection. That would have just eliminated La La Land rather than the 3 kind of locking it in like, oh, not a great movie in terms of what the mass opinion was.
I love,
Huge pull there. Still anyone's game, though. 5-point buffer, Josiah. You have 5 points to play with. It's your turn.
Okay, so I have to get it within 7 points, right?
Well, 5 points.
Yeah.
Because he has 164, and right now you're at 169, and you're going to be subtracting from that. So technically, to win outright, 4 points is all you can do. You tie if you spend 5 points to get it right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
I can't just go for 5
4
1
points and a guess correct would win you this match.
Okay, we'll go with that then. And I'm gonna follow a similar strat and start with release year.
So 3 of those 4 points burned, but
Yeah.
I mean, logical have to do it at some point.
Mm,
2014. And that means the score right now is 166 to 164, which is high with the win if you get it right here. Really, I mean, obviously, I'd assume you're going to be going for a 1-pointer here and then trying to guess from there, but or go for a tie and I'll have to think of a tiebreaker.
See, this is not what I wanted to see right now. Because if I go letterbox score, this is a year where I have a lot of 4.5s and some 5s. I don't want to see that. But it probably is. There's a lot of good movies in 2014. So I don't want to go with my letterbox score. I want to think of something else. What could help me in the 1 points?
So
Maybe
let's
the
see, 1, 2,
average.
3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 total 1-point categories that you can go for.
Okay, I don't want to
Go
go
for
too much.
2, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's fun to tie, right? They love that in soccer, tying. They love
Yeah.
that stuff, so.
Tie means neither of you advance, and Alex Coleman replaces one of you.
Yeah, brilliant. That will go well. Let's not do production studios because I think the only one that I don't know my production studios very well. The only 2014 film where a production studio would help would be Marvel because of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I don't want to do that. Duration, I don't know because I don't know the rating. Okay. I'm going to take the letterbox average.
Letterbox average for 1 point is a 4.0. So at this point, you could just kind of clip it here, or you could try and go for a tie, and I'll have to think of a tiebreaker. So I'm not forcing your hand. You can go for 1 more point here, but obviously this is kind of make or break now. A 4.0 from 2014.
Yeah. So it's not Guardians, I don't think. Not Whiplash. 4.0. Whiplash is higher than 4.0. Unless I took Date Watched and then I pull a crazy one and it's a tie, but I can't see myself doing it here.
Yeah, and I just want to make a tie is allowed. I will come up with a tie break. I'm not saying you can get 1 more point if you would like, but
yeah. Why is my mind blank on 2014 now? I literally had movies. Whoa, unless you've gone crazy here and you've given me Ex Machina after I guessed it earlier on a 4 from 2014 as well, right? Oh, is it 2014? I think I know when I watched it as well. I must have watched it summer of last year. I gave it a 4.5. That'd be crazy if it is. That'd be a very good move from you. So good that I just want to guess it, and then if it's wrong, it's wrong. But did it even come out 2014, or am I just in my own head? It might have been 2015. I don't know. Am I likely to get? You know what? We'll go for the tie. I would like the date I watched it.
Day I watched it. So at the best, it's a tie. June 16th, 2022. The score right now, 164 to 164. You could cut the tension with a knife.
June 16th, 2022.
I mean, obviously, you have to guess here. Obviously.
Yeah, I have to guess something. Okay, let me think. 4.0.
This is fun, man.
I'm gonna fucking have a heart attack, dude.
Interstellar is not a 4. It's higher than a 4. I'm glad I didn't guess Ex Machina because I watched that way later. Maybe it is Interstellar because I watched it that summer on the big screen. Because it's most recent date, not the first day I watched it. But it's not a 4, is it? It's just not a 4. I'm pretty sure I watched Whiplash before then. 2014. What else? I don't even remember what else came out in 2014. Did Wolf of Wall Street come out then? But I thought that was lower. Gone Girl, maybe? Oh, this is so tough. But I feel like, again, I watched that before then. But Gone Girl could be a 4. But it could be higher. Oh, this is so hard. Too many movies came out in 2014. and a 4. I'm not going to waste any time. Kevin, this could be it. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to guess Gone
I
Girl.
love you.
I'm going to guess Gone Girl.
Gone Girl is incorrect.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Incorrect. So K Meeks gets the win. But you know, it's up to you. Do you want to keep going through this, or would you rather just?
I don't mind. It might just hurt me. It might just hurt me.
Yeah.
I'm happy to.
We'll give the right answer. The right answer was Nightcrawler. So at least Silver Lining, it wasn't one you were like listing off as possibilities. So I feel like that would eat at you a little more if it was like Wolf of Wall Street or something you were like pondering in your head. But K Meeks gets the win, 164 to 159. Moving on to the championship game, and as close as you could get for this, which is even more impressive because Josiah, you got the 20-point deficit in round 1 and fought all the way back. So a very valiant competition, shows that it's not over till it's over. K Meeks going on to the championship, facing off against the winner that we will find out next week of Harry versus George. I still have to finish making their quiz. I have one question of the quiz made, and I was like about to just do a quick curveball and be like, that's the tiebreaker. If you can get whoever gets this, because I was about to scramble. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. These guys tie, but didn't end up happening. Josiah, I'll start with you because you ended up losing at the end. How do you feel about your performance today?
Yeah, it was tough. I'm proud of myself for getting this far, but that was a really competitive game. That's what I wanted, something close. And I'm proud of Kevin. I hope he goes and wins it now. He's going to have a tough final, but I know he'll do it. But I'm proud of myself. Hopefully I can come back next season if he'll have me. And I'm just a happy guy. You know, I made it further than I thought. So,
Kevin, how are you feeling?
It's nice to have the stress relieved. I want to assume this is an all-time Trivia 10 episode. Hopefully, I don't want to be, not because I'm involved, just because that's how the score went. But yeah, I mean, Josiah is like one of the nicest people I've ever met on the internet. So this is lovely that we got to stress together and go through this whole thing. And first season, I was number 1 in the regular season, and I choked in the playoffs, and I feel like I am almost full circle redeeming myself by being in the finals now. Hopefully I could win it. It's going to be 10 times more stressful than this just was. And I'm like sweating and have to take a shower now. So, I'm excited. This is awesome. I had a great time.
Well, congratulations. We will be seeing you in a couple of weeks in the championship against your next opponent. New episodes, like I said, every Tuesday. Now we're going weekly until we get to the championship round and figure out who the champion of season 2 is. But thank you both for being participants this season. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy this content, share it around. This is like all-time retention of this episode. Maybe one of these can finally get over 2,000 views. And we need some shares. Let's get this thing going.
Let's pump those numbers up.
Yeah, this is crazy tension. Congratulations, Kevin. Josiah, it was a pleasure having you on all season. We will definitely be seeing you back in season 3. But with that, we will see you all next week for the next round of the next matchup in the Final Four. Peace.